Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 as Imperialist Japan, where time has started. And we are actually doing better than I would have thought. I think a lot of that is the fact that the Polish are doing a lot better than I would have thought. How's France? France is actually struggling a little bit more with Spain than I would have thought. I mean, they still actually haven't even finished off them from Africa, which I thought was going rather easily. But, you know, it's not a problem because, well, if the Soviet Union falls, they fall. Although I would like to get some land taken from Portugal, which we have done. Yeah. Thankfully, because they own Macau, the Guanxi clique has taken a little bit of land from them, which means, yeah, they are going to be involved in the peace deal as well. Okay, that's what I was just double-checking. I was wondering whether I was going to have to do some sort of naval invasion just to ensure that they was involved, but thankfully not. Let's see. That looks like the shortest route there. There is a small cut-off with that. Doesn't look like I have the troops to manage it, but I was hoping to get another one here. And there's a couple of troops there, but let's let these guys flood in. Why are you... Right, if you're going to move from there and make us lose it, at least, you know, cut this guy off. Japanese settlements. Just giving them more civilian factories. I don't want to do the war spirit. I don't want to do secure the Philippines. I mean, I could just bypass them. That just gives me a way of getting to war with America. I mean, not America, Britain. So basically, that's war with America. That's war with Britain. So they're the two other factions. So I might end up down there anyway. After we've dealt with the communist scum. Let's expand the Showa factories then. Keep working on improving them. Don't think we're going to get that cut off like I wanted, so let's change a plan and come back here and just cut this one guy off. And one of you... just pin him down, please. Oh, we're not going to get that cut off. It's good that you're coming back then, because it looks like otherwise these guys might get cut off. You pin him to stop him moving in. Austro-Hungary has declared war on Switzerland. That's good to know you're doing something. Was you protected by anybody? Nope. And it looks like you're going to stay out of this. You're supporting them through Lend-Lease. If you'd like to join my faction, Switzerland, I would happily have you fighting Austro-Hungary. You won't. Austro-Hungary, would you join the faction? No, that's fine. They would rather be part of the Comintern. But you're partly fascist. And I'm the main fascist party. Oh, lovely party. But yeah, Tanatuva has lasted a lot longer than I would have expected him to. We don't have any more brilliant ahead-of-timey things. Let's see, I could spend 50 to get 150% bonus on this. What does this actually do? Enables better decks? I'm not that fussed about getting better armor on it, actually. Could get the destroyers. Yep. Going to go ahead of time on the destroyers, but I think that means I do need to do a little bit of looking into our naval production. So production... That's for repair queue. Thankfully rather empty. I don't want to build a new ship. I want to edit the ships that we have, but I think... So it's the cruiser. Which was you. don't show the outdated ones, and I'm looking for light cruiser. Convoy carrier, converted cruiser hull, early heavy ship hull, cruiser hull Mark III. Right. And I want to most likely create a variant of you. We don't have any radar to put in. Does it tell me how much this one costs? 273. And this new one will cost around twice as much. Okay, need to be working on that. Mid 1 cruiser. Torpedoes. I'm not fussed about them being for the torpedoes. I'm trying to remember what way round I had intended for these. Like AA, I think there was supposed to be some light cruiser AA variants. So let's say get rid of the torpedoes on these, because we've got subs for torpedoes. Have the plane there, because that's going to work good for spotting. Some basic guns, more AA, fire control system, the engine that we can do. I want them to be faster, we'll try for cruiser free. More anti-air. And some basic guns on the other slots, armor-wise. That is a very... I'm going to save it, but that's a very expensive ship. And I now want to be producing that instead. What we'll do is we'll set you to 1, and we'll create a new one with the new light cruiser hull. I believe you're a light cruiser. You're a cruiser hull. And max that out. Like, why can this go to, like, 5 down there, and this can only go to... Either way. So we're going from a version 1 to a version 3 of the cruiser hull. Actually, your icon is wrong, really. You're what I've just worked on. Now, I want to edit it. I want to create a variant, though. Because you're basically going to end up being the AA version. Should I set that as the aircraft? I don't know. But let's just update that. It didn't cost us anything. Yeah, we'll stop producing that and start producing these. Which will actually put some more onto the destroyers, and we could do with, like, knocking these out daily, not knocking them out, monthly. But that's fine, that's sorted. We're at war, unassigned divisions. Okay, well, you are getting closer and closer to a full army. This... He's a mess. But that mess is very much my fault, so... You can't do that, but can you help here instead? Time is progressing, the fights are going okay. This is still happening over here. The units that I told to move forward, have they actually got there yet? No. So we'll see what happens. I want to know if they can get up there and cut that off. Navy, resistance to occupation. How are we looking on the occupied territories? Annoyingly, it's going up. I would have thought that cars here would have been enough to bring them down. But apparently not, so I guess we'll see what happens when the resistance gets too high. If we get to the point where it's above 90, we get rebellion. Which only actually reduces local factories by 3%. Okay, that surprises me. And we need to get up to 15%. That doesn't actually give us anything useful. Required garrison at 25% would be nice. China's above and beyond that. We're almost at the point when... Oh, we've even got the more factories from China. Almost to the point for volunteer program, which gets us 60% of their manpower. And obviously 60% of China manpower is a lot. This is a complete and utter mess, but it sort of did the job. And it's created a nice long border. Okay, India did manage to kill their commies. I think that just changed their colour again. Lessons from the Great War. I would love to see them break free. If not, I'll just try and eat them. One of our guys is wounded. I don't care. Right, now we are sort of working on sorting this line out. Because it's got a little bit too long and stupid. But it has meant that they've put a lot of troops here to try and stop us. And they're still rather thin at that. See if we can't get here to cut off the others, because these are going to flood in. And if we can cut off this guy as well. Are you involved in that fight? You're not. In that case, then you just pin him down so that we can get him surrounded. And you just try to finish off some of the Rushkis. As for the current war, the war, we have lost a lot of troops, but it's primarily been, or almost primarily been Frenchies. The Poland has lost 100,000 plus, France 200,000 plus, us 300,000 plus, and actually France has lost more than Spain. I mean, they're making progress, but that surprises me. I don't know what the hand means. Because we don't have it, so I thought maybe it was like the chief of a faction. I have no idea what that's doing. Don't show miners. Don't show capitulated. Don't show callable. So these are the ones that matter in the war. Chinese Empire counts as a major. That does make me laugh. But 600k, they've lost a few more than us. Not as much as I would like, but I'm hoping that the majority of people we've lost are Chinese slaves. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, that is all the time that we have for today. So as always, I'd like to thank you for watching. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to say goodbye. Goodbye.